Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bottom Line, the podcast that sits down with nonprofit leaders, executive directors, people in the space who are doing all the hard work that you don't really see and sitting there behind the curtain, making sure that everything goes. And this is one of my favorite podcasts, video podcasts, especially that I've ever created, because I really learn a lot from all the different guests that we've had so far on the show. And everybody has a unique story of to why they got into nonprofits and how they're changing the world. It's all about the how and the why factor. And today we're sitting down with a really great guest who wanted to come on our show, as our show is open to all nonprofit leaders and people in the space. I'm sitting down with Charles Abbey, based out in Jacksonville, Florida. He's the head of the Pisgah International Development and Relief Services organization. And it was interesting because when I saw his name of his organization, I was like, Pisgah, that's a Hebrew word. And for those who don't know, we are based in Israel. And so it really struck out at me. So I was excited to have a conversation with him to learn more about the name and the why, the organization, the why and the how. As we're about to dive into this video, this show is proudly sponsored by GiveSuite.com. If you want to learn more about GiveSuite, you can check us out, www.givesuite.com. GiveSuite is the all-in-one platform for your entire organization, the ecosystem that keeps on giving, where you have all your donor management, fundraising, and marketing tools, along with banking and other finance to help you elevate, accelerate, and grow your organization without breaking the bank. As we like to call it, tech for good that doesn't suck. So if you want to learn more about GiveSuite, you can check us out. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube, the Beyond the Bottom Line show. You can like and subscribe to the channel, because the more following we have on this channel, the more our leaders and our nonprofits will get the exposure, because that's the whole goal of this show, to give them the exposure and help them get more out there. So as we dive into the show, as I always say, nobody cares about me. Charles, welcome aboard. Let's talk about you. How are you, my friend?
Thank you very much, Sean. And thank you so much for having me on this program.
Absolutely. It's a real pleasure to connect with you. I'm excited to talk to you. So what's your story?
Well, thank you for this opportunity again. As the name goes, Pisgah International Development and Relief Services, our organization is mission focused, but with biblical principles. And it is that when we cast our eyes around, the level of poverty, the marginalization of the people is driving thousands each day into the abyss. And so we said, what can we do together? And our focus has been in the area of supporting systems and peoples to access quality education, health facilities, and humanitarian assistance. We believe that education creates the pathway for personal, national, and international development. But investing in people to have quality education also means to consider their health status. And the very communities within which we operate at the grassroots are often hit by both natural disasters and man-made disasters like conflicts. So these are the three main pillars for which Pisgah International Development and Relief Services operates. And it's a nonprofit organization that is headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida, USA, but with programs in Ghana, in West Africa, and Haiti.
That's really interesting. And, I like what you said about education, because one of my big principles, both within our company and just in the marketing world that I've been in for, is all about education, because I feel like a lot of people talk about stuff, but they don't educate people on the why and the need to get involved. And I think that's really big, especially in the nonprofit world, when everyone's trying to get donations from people, but they're just showing what they're doing, but they're not educating and really taking it deeper. So what do you guys do specifically that makes you unique in what you do and how you do it?
Yeah, thank you very much. When you travel outside of developed countries and you go to developing countries and you enter into a community where classes are held under trees. You go to communities where classrooms are dilapidated, roofs have been blown off. You get into communities where children don't even have desks or chairs to sit on, but they lay on their tummy and write on the floor. Of course, the floor is not cemented. Some are just the ordinary soil. And you see these children struggling to learn, to become what you, Sean, you are able to do today and rise. Then it means the systems have failed the people, and also as a result of poverty in all its ramifications, parents are also unable to afford school fees. And when you get to some of these communities, you will see children that are potentially academically bright, but they are limited. And some of these children come to school without breakfast, without lunch. They only go home in the evening for dinner around the family table. Some of them will have to carry their stools, small chairs, from home and walk 3 to 4 kilometers to school and walk back home. Some don't even have sandals to wear. Some also have to cross streams that have no bridges but planks that they walk on. Children will be in classrooms, and then reptiles will be coming to the classrooms with them. This is what is happening on the ground that we are helping to address in the area of education. So Pisgah International Development and Relief Services, what we are doing is first to help some of these communities in terms of helping to pay off some of the school fees for the children as a start. And interwoven with this, because it is a holistic approach to it, the children lack nutrition. And often their health status is not the very best. So last year, we were able to enroll 300 school children onto the National Health Insurance Scheme in Ghana, so that with their insurance card, National Health Insurance Card, they'll be able to access primary health care, which goes to also reduce school absenteeism. That is the strategy, because a healthy mind is in the healthy body.
Correct.
So this is what we've done just recently. And we are in the process of mobilizing more resources to enroll 12,000 more across the nation.
Wow.
So this is where we are at. We will not talk about education only without integrating the health and well-being of the children.
Wow. That's really cool. I mean, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
How did you get into this? Did you start this organization, or you just been volunteering, or you work for that? Like, what's this? How did you get involved?
Oh, great. Professionally, I have been into national and international development for the last 35 years.
Wow.
I started off in Ghana. My home country is Ghana. So I founded and led a national non-profit, non-governmental organization, which was recognized and accredited by the USAID, Ghana, and Washington. So we were certified as a partner of the US government. And during those times, I facilitated international development and consultation between USAID and the Ghana government to promote education in Ghana. Before I finally transitioned to the US. And even when I came to the US, I worked with Holt International Children's Services headquartered in Oregon, Portland, and Eugene, I should say. And I served as the regional president for Africa and Haiti, where I was in charge of their international adoption and foster programs.
Oh, wow.
So over the last 35 years, this is what I've been doing, to the extent that I represented international organizations at the United Nations as an ambassador there. I represented organizations at the African Union, the continental body.
Wow.
And I represented organizations at the Economic Community of West African States of 15 West African countries. I was an ambassador there.
Wow.
To help promote and inspire social development policies. So at the United Nations, for the current UN Sustainable Development Goals, I collaborated with the International Federation of Social Workers, International Association of Schools on Social Work, and then the International Council on Social Welfare, where I rose to become their world vice president, to develop a memorandum which we submitted to the United Nations as an input to the current UN Sustainable Development Goals.
Wow.
So this is my contribution to global education, global advocacy, global policies. So when I finally landed here in Florida, I said, well, we need to put our heads together and do what we know to be the good thing that we need to do. And importantly, the US government has had a very positive attitude towards education over the years. Because when I was working with USAID, they brought in a program called Advancing Basic Education and Literacy. And I was the national consultant, where US government pumped millions of dollars into Ghana's educational system. So I know from experience. And so if I'm here and I've managed to get people to serve on the board, it is an emerging organization here, about 2 years now. But in terms of professional competence and experience, it is about 35 years.
That's amazing. Wow. That's really amazing. So you've been involved in the nonprofit space for so long, and you took all the understanding and all the resource and everything that you've done over the years, and you put it into Pisgah.
Yeah. Yes.
That's amazing. That's really cool. And so what challenges have you found with this organization that may have not have happened in some of your previous work, or have you found a lot of challenges with this?
There are two sides. I wouldn't want to talk about the challenges without first talking about the positives.
Of course.
Yes, over here, in terms of incorporation and compliance and all that, I think it is top notch. It is very good. The process of establishing a nonprofit here in the US, I think is very, very good. The systems do work very well.
Right.
Reportings in terms of compliance are very great. But the challenges have been that, one, as you all know, as an emerging nonprofit, you want to have a solid structure so you can put up a solid infrastructure.
Right.
The foundation must be solid. So getting the board of directors together hasn't been easy. But now I have 5. We are left for 3 more. So one of the challenges before this organization is we are looking for nominations for 3 more board members. And it is when we have such that will strengthen us and enhance what we are doing. The second part has been collaboration and partnership. We are looking for organizations first, not because of the money. No, money is important, but we are looking for individuals, organizations, and corporates who share same vision and mission with us. If you go to our website on Candid, you'll see that we have developed our business models with the entrepreneurial approach to it. We are looking for such partnerships.
Makes sense.
And from there, we are looking for organizations like pharmaceutical companies. We are looking for hospitals that will be able to donate equipment. We are looking for partnerships with academia, universities that have schools for health professionals, because we also run a program that will help with the rotation of their trainings. We will offer them the opportunity to send their students to Ghana for training, tropical diseases, how to handle that. So this is a challenge that we are looking out for. Then, of course, the funding issue.
Yeah.
The funding issue. And this brings us to where you mentioned Gift Suite is working on. Tapping resources, providing marketing, fundraising skills, and all that. This is one area where we will also appreciate professional support and partnership.
Right. Well, there you go. So I'm really blown away by everything that you're doing, and I'm happy that you came on and were able to share your story with us and what you guys are doing and the power that you're doing. You're really working in the changes you're making. As we wrap up the episode, what piece of advice would you give somebody who's getting into this space and trying to work internationally with relief organization, like relief type organizations like yourselves? What from your experience, what would you say to people is a highlight, and what would be a challenge to prepare for?
Yeah, thank you very much. If I got your question right, anybody wanting to start an organization similar to what we are doing, first will have to learn. Jumping into it before learning will be a challenge. But I have the experience working from Ghana across West Africa. In fact, if you look at the map of Africa, there are 54 nations, 54 countries. I have working experience in 18 of them, 18 out of the 54. So if somebody wanted to work internationally, especially in Africa, the person must be prepared to do his or her homework very well. But of course, somebody wanting to work, we are also open to partnerships, because when there is partnership, it makes room for judicious use of resources. We complement each other. You know, oftentimes within the nonprofit sphere, you have rivalry. Rivalry to some extent is good, but when it turns out to be unhealthy rivalry, this is what has crippled and destroyed several international organizations that came into Africa and they couldn't continue. So for us, we are ready to share our experience through collaboration and partnerships. And for example, what you are doing, Gift Suite, we are seeing it as a step towards sustainable partnership.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Well, Charles, it was a real pleasure having you on the show, and I've learned a lot from you, and I think our audience is going to learn a lot from you as well. So what is the best way to get in touch with you, make a donation, partner with you guys in any way? What's the best way to do that?
In the meantime, you should channel donations and contacts through our website, www.pisgahinternational.org. We have a system there.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this information into the page, and everybody will be able to watch this episode on the YouTube channel, Beyond the Bottom Line Show. We'll also be sending this page out on all our social channels, on all the major Give Suite channels as well. And Charles, it was a real pleasure to have you on. I really learned a lot, and I think you guys are doing great work. So I guess until next time, we'll catch you guys
before
later.
You go,
Yes.
will you send me a link to this so I can also be sharing with people or something?
Oh, absolutely. You're going to get
Thank
a link.
you very much.
You're going to get a whole page that's dedicated. And this is one of the best parts about this episode, while we're still recording this, is that everybody gets their own dedicated page to share with their audience.
I
with
was
their
finding
fan
it
base.
very difficult to do it. It's not loading and so on and so forth. I don't know how to go about it.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll take care of you.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. It's a pleasure having me this afternoon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you guys in the
Shalom.
next episode. Shalom. There you go.